From Moravian streets to the ocean shore, we see pollution like never before. Plastic in the drainage everywhere. If we don't act now, who will care? Our leeches going irreversibly. That we blocking every day. When heavy rain comes pouring down, flood water spreads all around town. Holy baby, I hear the call. Protect the land that feeds us all. Together strong, hand in hand, we can heal our land. Relieve area, rise today. Let's keep pollution far away. Plant a tree, keep water clean. Fight for a future, fresh and green. PGL is raising the voice, protecting nature is our choice. Stand up now, come join the fight for Liberia, shining bright. Drainage is not a garbage bin. Throwing waste there is not a win. Keep the community safe. Blessed good evening. Wherever your time, whatever your time zone is, we say at this point in time in Liberia is the evening hours. We say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is on your side. We say welcome to the third edition of the program, the Environmental Hour. The Environmental Hour is a time set aside, 1 full hour of information, education, and exchange of ideas for the common good of our beloved country in getting to have a safe and green Liberia. For those of you on Facebook, you can actually follow on my page, Ambassador Rufus Divine Cannon, or better still on Love TV page, and that of Voices for a Green Liberia. Let me say welcome, Fifi Chuloplay. Thank you so much for joining us on our live feed. And for those of you who are listening via our FM Maker band on 105.1, we say welcome as well. It's about time we talk the talk as we walk the walk. In today's edition of the program, we will definitely be looking at something very important. We'll be providing you education on what we're calling today waste management, keeping our environment clean and healthy. How do we go about that? So we will be giving you insight of what it is and showing you some footages regarding our behaviors. Yes, you know, as Liberians, we are carelessly managing our waste, and this is putting a serious threat to our lives and our livelihood. On Monday, we were here talking about pollution. The first edition, we had the time to talk about flooding, and today we are talking about waste management. So you out there, that's what I mean here, and like I always say, together a teamwork supportive on this radio. So let's provide you some basic news from the environmental cycle on today. We check up on some environmental information. We saw something very interesting from the Monrovia City Corporation N, right? We saw something very interesting from the Monrovia City Corporation N, and we will shortly provide that information to you. So this is the information we gathered from the Facebook page of the Monrovia City Corporation, and the information states MCC Grice Cutter and machine operators at work in Batmosville. Julia Process is just around the corner, and you the residents of Monrovia can contribute to the Independence Day celebrations
through sanitation by organizing neighborhood cleanups and properly disposing of garbage. Volunteering to keep your city clean is a civic and patriotic duty that we must all take pride in. Please take a photo of yourself, clean up your community or the public space, and tag the Monrovia City Corporation Television in your post, and let's make this year's celebration memorable. So we see the guys there on this footage. They are there doing their thing. Let's also move on to another information, and this one will be from the Painesville City Corporation. The Painesville City Corporation is actually into clearing of the principal streets of Painesville. It was interesting to see folks on the Painesville City Corporation doing the normal routine by clearing the streets, the principal streets of Painesville, and encouraging the citizens, yes, to do same, because Painesville City Corporation, Monrovia City Corporation, and the Public Works Ministry jointly started a campaign on the Japanese Freeway by clearing the drainage. We know that people place the garbage in the drainage, and along that side, we understand it is so pathetic to see those of you who are living in the Painesville area that I am from Painesville, and especially the Gatineausville, the Bourgeois Island side, from the Freeport as far as a red light. Check our drainages, mess up. We take all of our waste from our communities, our homes, we place it right in the drainage. And it's not only unique to those areas. Even I will show you a video. Yeah, for those of you who are following us, I will show you a video just right on 10th Street. The manhole here. So unscrupulous beings are now using the manhole to place the wastes. It is so sad that we will take up the time to do unorthodox things in that form and manner. Why will we take our waste from our homes and place it in the manhole? How we expect the water to pass? And this is the same place you are dwelling. You plug in the drainage, and when it rains, the flood take over the community. Then you start to call on government for assistance, calling on well-meaning Liberians. Through your own action, Mother Nature will start to punish all of us. So it is sad, like we said, the Painesville City Corporation has begun cleaning the principal streets of Painesville. We say thanks to Mayor Bestman. We say thanks to Mayor Cheru Siafa for the initiative you have begun, because it is interesting to know that there shouldn't be a late service. Yes, there shouldn't be a late service where when DJ coming before we say, oh yeah, we're doing a general cleanup exercise. I love the challenge put up by the city mayor of Monrovia, and I will continue to emphasize that. He said, if each and every one of us in our various communities can take up the time to join this whole fight, cleaning our communities, cleaning our environment, not just your yard, but the community as a whole. Take a before and after picture of the exercise, post it on social media. This is the challenge. If all of the communities will take that challenge, if all of us as citizens of this country will take that challenge and make it a normal thing for all of us every Saturday, we shouldn't wait for first Saturday before we do it. Liberia will be clean and green. And we at Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, we came into being basically on what we've seen with our own eyes. We live in these communities. We interact with people from the various communities. And Liberia is our common denominator. I may go anywhere across the world, even try to change my nationality, I will still be called a Liberian somehow. And we have our own spaces, our own professions. And why can't we put our acts together in helping to make Liberia clean and green. So that's why, by the special grace of God, Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, was birthed on March 4 of this year. March 4 of this year, we birthed this vision, and we started on initially by going to affected areas and doing videos and posting it on our social media handles. Yes, we have our social media handles. We have our YouTube channel, Voices for a Green Liberia. We have our TikTok page. Go on TikTok, Voices for a Green Liberia. We also have our Facebook page, Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media. Go there and see the level of work we've done by carrying on some level of sensitization, providing information and education to all of us. Because in our little weak way, we try to do these things with the little meager resources we have. That's why we have opened our arms out to all of us to volunteer. Volunteerism is the hallmark in this challenge. So join us at Voices for a Green Liberia. Let us all volunteer in making Liberia clean and green, that we will be remembered for the services we render to our country by preserving the sanity of the country, cleaning our environment. Okay, so if you're out there wanting to form part of Voices for a Green Liberia, or you want to contribute, whether in cash or kind, we are out here seeking your support. Since we came into being, we have worked with 2 communities in the Painesville area, the 12 Houses Black Sea community is one of our areas that we say, thanks to the community dwellers and that of the young people we've worked with in helping every Saturday to make the environment clean. And we look out to other communities to join you in collaborating in making your community clean and green, providing the necessary information that is needed, the education that is needed for the public, so that we maintain the cleanliness of the environment. Yes, so our arms are open. Our lines are open as well to receiving your calls, so that we can collaborate with your community, with your district, to carry on a massive cleanup exercise. And we have a plan. We'll be reaching out to you to help us in that light. We put up an SOS call for you to assist us in purchasing a Bluetooth speaker or a sound system, where we will do a door-to-door or a sound truck movement across 7 counties for now. We will be going out. Montserrado is no exception. Montserrado, Bomi, Cape Mount. We'll be talking about Mike Gibby, Grand Bassa. We'll also be looking at Nimba and Bong. Those are the counties we've earmarked to carry on the campaign, reaching out to schools, reaching out to township commissioners, and you name it, so that we get to sensitize our people. The information needs to go across. So we look forward to your contribution in helping us make this a reality. It's a giant steps. A million steps, they say, begin with a single one, right? So let us all join hands. It's not about Rufus Divine Cannon. I birthed the vision. We all can run with that vision. And for the matter of fact, based on the reality on the ground, we can safely say we have registered our institution with the government of Liberia. We've met up with all of the criteria for our registration. We've obtained our registration through the business registry and that of the LRA. We will be reaching out when we have finalized to go out to the municipal institutions like the Painesville City Corporation and that of Monrovia City Corporation to get their permits. Yes, to get their permits. With my low legal resources and assistance of some of my friends I've reached out to, we were able to do what we've done. So we will also be looking out to you for your contribution. You will actually, if you have cutlass, you have a shovel, every needed material, so that our volunteers can go out and do the necessary work. We will appreciate that. Okay, with that being said, information provided on who we are, Voices for a Green Liberia, is in collaboration with the management of Love FM, extremely well, providing us the platform to air this program. And we say thanks to everyone here at Love FM for the level of work so far. Let me say thanks to you, Madam Cecilia G. Clark. Thank you so much for joining our live feed as well. We appreciate your following. You are very supportive in all that we do. So we're looking at waste management today. A lot of you don't know what it is, okay? So we'll be giving you some clarity and understanding about the issue of waste management. So waste, by definition, waste management is the proper collection, transportation, treatment, recycling, and disposal of waste in a way that protects people and the environment. So with that being said, what is waste? Waste is anything that people no longer need or want and decide to throw away. Some examples can be plastic bottles and bags. Food waste, we have food waste, we have paper and cardboard, we have old clothes, we have metal and glasses, we have electronic waste, we have human and animal waste. So the category of waste we've just named for you, there are more wastes we can talk about, okay? There are more wastes we can talk about. Okay, she said the microphone is giving feedback. I don't know, but we'll settle that, Cici. So let's understand that with the level of waste we just talked about. Thanks so much for joining us, Musu Jensen. We appreciate your following. Share the live and let's have the time talking. All right. So we'll be looking at 5 hours of waste management. The 5 hours of waste management. One is refuse. The second is reduce. The third is reuse. The fourth is repair. And the fifth one is recycle. So we begin with the first one, refuse. So we say no to unnecessary items, especially single-use plastic. Say no to them. Reduce. Use fewer materials and avoid wasting resources. Reuse. Use items again instead of throwing them away. Repair. Fix damaged items instead of immediately replacing them. And the last one, we say recycle. Process waste materials into new products. Okay? So now let us look at why is poor waste management dangerous. Like what is happening in our country today, we have poor waste management. Poor waste management. What is happening in our country today, we have poor waste management. Yeah, people just take all the time to just, let me show you one of the dangerous things that I've ever seen of recent. While I was on my way to work, I saw this right at the intersection here on 10th Street, right where you have the newly constructed hotel right on the Tottenham Boulevard here on 10th Street. Let me show you something for those of you that are viewing. It will be interesting to know. You've seen some of these things, even something more than that. Yeah, so never mind for the sound, but let's get this one. are to ourselves. How evil we are to ourselves. So how do you expect the water to pass safely? And this is not just only unique to 10th Street. All across Monrovia, people taking the dirt from their homes and placing it in the drainage. But we expect to have a safe environment. We expect to when it rains so that the water have a safe passage. How possible is that? So our question here now, we said, why is poor waste management dangerous? Poor waste disposal can lead to this: blocked drainage system and contribute to flooding. Blocked drainage system and it contributes to flooding. Pollute rivers, beaches, and the ocean. Create breeding grounds for mosquitoes, rats, and other diseases or carriers. It causes bad odor and unhealthy living condition. We're talking about why is poor waste management dangerous. Poor waste management is dangerous because it pollutes the soil and water. It harms animals and marine lives. It makes our community unattractive. You get that all over the place. Who want to come in that community? Take upon your time. For those of you in the Gardner's Way area, along the Stephen Tower Estate area there, I was just there a few days ago. It caught my attention. Right at the double bridge, where the two bridges are separated. Between the people of that area, they have now made that place a dump site. They are polluting the water until, to the extent, the garbage that they throw there has come as far as the level of the well on the bridge. And the worst thing about it, they are burning the waste, they are burning the dirt as well. You know how dangerous it is? The marine species in that water, you are putting all sort of waste. Just the plastic alone is driving away those marine species. The fish that you used to get to a lake and go and fishing there, those of you who are doing the fishing business that live around that corridor, can you see the kind of fish? I used to live around the Stephen Tower Estate area there. Yeah. And when we were growing up as young kids at the double bridge area there, when we go there to do our lake fishing thing, as soon as you drop the hook in our water, you catching something, some buckeyes and all that kind of thing. But now, it is so scary. The fish need life. They are leaving those areas because of the mass pollution that is taking place there. Then you have a garage that is just right beneath the bridge there. Those guys are throwing the waste in that place. The old cars, the old irons and things, they are placing it right within the water. Right within the water. Take it upon your time and go and see what I'm talking about. That's why, since maybe the EPA is so busy to monitor some of these things, that's why we here at Voices for a Green Liberia will take up the time to advocate, and on some of these issues that maybe have not caught the attention of the EPA and those relevant authorities. Oh yes. So that's why we are here to throw light on some of these things. Take upon your time now. Just take a walk from the free port of Monrovia all the way as far as red light. The drainage systems are clogged. You know why? Because those residents are placing the waste right within the system, the drainage system. At the end of the day, when it rains, the same people, and why so, God is a just God, You're doing evil to yourself and thinking that you are trying to politicize things. Yeah, in Liberia, everything you want to put politics in it. Oh, yeah, water and government, everything about our issue here in this country, we want to politicize it. That's why I always say to people, this show has, or this institution has no link to anything of politics. We talk strictly environmental issues. So now, face the reality. You are living in slum community. Places like the Dole community, places like the Clara Town, the West Point, and you just go about meeting these areas. Even in the heart of the city here, the Sincon here. Some of you are about the river bank. You are polluting the water. And when it rains, when the tide increases, it's spread over to the community because the water doesn't have a safe path to connect with the swamp, from the swamp to the river, from the river onto the sea. So what do you expect? You have flood taking over. And at the end of the day, you become victim of your own actions. Don't we tend to blame, oh, the government? No, you are the cause of your own problems. Why would you, a sound-minded person, why will you take dirt from your homes? Just last night, while I was at the station here, I decided to leave the studio to go outside and see what was happening out there. I saw two young kids with a huge bag. What was in it? Dirt. There's an empty land right here. The people broke the structure, so the land is just there, a fence here. They came to throw the dirt right within that fence, right behind by our station here. They came to throw the dirt right within the abandoned fence. So this is something that the EPA, this is something that, how you call them? The Solar Corporation, you need to monitor, because most of these abandoned lands are being used for waste disposal. The Senatorial Estate area there, just before the Abraham Rabafino home there, that entire stretch of that place is now being used for waste. That dump site. And when you are passing there, you feel you get the stench from that place, the odor. But yet still, we there trying to politicize things and do all sort of things. These are things that matters to our own health. Now you hear rumors of Ebola and other diseases. At the end of the day, if we are not playing careful, these things, these diseases, they come from this kind of mess. People going to extreme of taking feces from their homes and throwing it in the public space. Polluting the public. You cannot have that breath, fresh air. We no longer, we drive along the 72nd Boulevard in there, where we have the mangrove. The mangrove is now choked with lots of garbage. What has been done? Few minutes, we will see the report on somebody trying to build in the waterway. EPA or public will say, stop work. And at the final analysis, we will still see those structures being erected, and at the end of the day, it becomes a problem to that environment. Because people are not building in waterways. In our next edition of the program, we'll be looking at the importance of the mangrove and that of the wetlands. Oh yes, the importance of the mangrove and that of the wetlands. You know how important the mangrove is to our own life, our ecosystem? What are we doing about these things? We'll also be looking at issues that has to do with the erosion, the sea erosion. Some of us will open our eyes on trees. When we talk about beaches in this country, you just, you go on the beach, you will see a lot of coconut trees. Are we planting these trees on our beaches? How important the coconut trees are to the maintenance of the beaches. Take up your time. If you do not know, get to know today. Among all of the beaches around the place, all those areas you see huge number of coconut trees. Erosion don't take place there like that. The coconut plantation, go there. We found out the erosion that's taking place along the corridors here, along the seashore here. It don't take place there. Because the trees, the planting of those coconut trees have serious defense to the land. And our own people using the beaches to put all the feces, the mess, go along the beach here. I went to West Point the other day. I felt so bad. At least to say, even right in Sincon here, the 24th Street from the 9th Street all the way climbing up to 24th Street area there, those beaches are messed up. And one of the things we're going to be looking at again and calling attention to is the mining, the illegal mining of sand by our brothers. They are mining sand on that beach like no one else. And community dwellers are sitting there and they see it as a means of survival while you are putting the nation at risk. On the same beaches, you find them defecating. On the same beaches, they take the waste from the homes they collect those waste from and carry on the beach because no one there to tell you, don't put that there on the beach. Just the other day, almost 300 or so CBEs, community-based enterprises, were energized. And these CBEs reaching out to the leadership of the various districts and communities, introducing themselves and putting into place the mechanism that will minimize the just anyhow placement of garbage being poured out by homes. The CBEs need to reach out. That's why we talk about information dissemination. I always say to people, information is as important as food, water, shelter, and medication. Are we making use of information dissemination? And again, these are some of the things that brought Voices for a Green Liberia into action. To sensitize our people, to provide education and advocacy. Because at the end of the day, we all are Liberians. We have visiting friends coming to this country. If we sit there and our country get to the extent of high pollution, what's going to happen? The shame. We dress up fine, we leave our rural homes, and at the end of the day, you go to somebody own a place, you see that country looking so clean and decent. They come to your own country. They cannot even breathe free air. The fresh air, they cannot breathe. They struggle to breathe. We're burning tires, we're burning all sort of things. Illusion taking place. There are a lot of things that these institutions that are responsible, that need to provide a huge level of sensitization. Radio stations, we have our roles to play. Media institutions have their role to play. The citizens themselves have their role to play. The government has our own role to play. Collective effort. That's why we at Voices for a Green Liberia say to all of us, it's not about your status in society. It's about the collective efforts we all put together in making Liberia clean and green. The future depends on us. Our present action determines what lies ahead in the future. Land degradation taking place. Liberia is blessed. While Ghana was experiencing huge flooding situation with all of the infrastructure, the drainage system they have, based on their own actions, people at the same way placing dikes in the drainage, blocking all of the safe passage of the water. When flood defeat took over Ghana, now measures are being put in place, penalties are being leveled against violators. We can do the same here. Even in Liberia here, there were people who fled their homes because of the flood situation. And we have a good soil that absorbs the water after it rains. But can we always debate with those things and we continue to dare Mother Nature? I told you the last time and I'm saying it again. The issue of climate change is no distant future. It is here with us, right here with us. If we are not careful, if care is not given, Mother Nature will discipline us. Oh yes, Mother Nature will discipline us, all because of our illicit actions against her. So we want to use this time to call on all of you. Join us at Voices for a Green Liberia. Let us all volunteer in making sure to have a clean and green Liberia. And we say to the municipal government, there are policies, there are laws on the book. The city ordinance, let us put into practice. That thing here, I always say to people, when we know too much politics, we start penalizing people and we lose votes and guess what? If we continue to do it that way, come to think about it. We will lose our country in a split of a second. People manage on the beaches. We do nothing about that. And we have sea erosion taking place. Homes are being destroyed daily. But there's no effort. There are institutions responsible to implement policies and laws that are on the book to punish people who go about violating. You see people buy food, they throw the trash out in the streets. There's no penalty for them. In Ghana and other countries now, there are serious penalty leveled against violators. We can do the same here. Liberians quick to adapt. Oh, there will be noise from the initial. If you continue to listen to the noise, the people will tell you, we go to the market, you mind the nurse, you're not bad. If you continue to, and the people will tell you, let us carry on the necessary thing. We started on a few times about noise pollution. How far are we with this implementation? By shutting down some of these areas that play loud music. Are we still continuing that? We saw it for a few days. Afterwards, it has subsided. Nobody cares about that again. Have you come to realize that even it is in the traffic law, you don't just hold anyhow? We will come to think about, we have the conversation in depth about these things. We just highlighting them today so that people get to know some of the areas we continue to dwell in. And it's affecting us. It's actually affecting our generation. Did you know that honking, unnecessary honking, it creates tension, it creates pressure, stress? Did you know that? Take upon your time and just go out the road. People everywhere. Other countries, you don't just honk anyhow. In our country, that's normal thing. Even the people who should be implementing the laws, they are the violators of those laws. One big man or so, or police officer, his one in a vehicle, he put on a siren for no reason. Because he has siren, so he passed away, all kind of cause noise and things like that. People honking. Noise all over the place. The last time they were arresting these boys with the mini loudspeaker and things. How far we go with that? But today, we are looking at waste management. We lay all of the necessary. So now let's take Liberia as a case study. This is where we are. Liberia's waste management challenge. These are some of the challenges. In Liberia, waste management is a shared responsibility. The government authority must provide effective systems and enforcement while citizens, businesses, communities, and waste collectors must properly handle the waste they generate. Oh yes. So we want to hear from you. Who is most responsible? I have a question for you now. We're about to open the lines. Who is most responsible for keeping Liberia clean? Is it the government, local authorities, businesses, or the citizens? So let's get our key lesson for today. A clean Liberia begins with responsible choices that we make. A clean Liberia begins with responsible choices that we ought to make. Do not dump garbage in the streets, drains, rivers, or waterways. Dispose of waste properly. Reduce plastic use. Reuse materials and support recycling. Okay? So we get our break. When we come back, we're going to open the lines so that you can call and form part of the program this evening. This is the program, the Environmental Hour here on Love FM 105.1.
Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
Pollution is not just an environmental issue. It is a health issue, a community issue, a national issue. The future of Liberia depends on what we do today. Clean Liberia, Green Liberia. Join the movement with Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM, educating, advocating, acting for a green Liberia.
If we don't act now, who will care? Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
Water is life, but what happens when life becomes polluted? Dumping garbage, chemicals, and sewage into rivers and beaches is poisoning our waters. Contaminated water spreads diseases and kill aquatic life. Protect our rivers, protect our beaches. Never dump waste into water. Save water, save life. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
Our beaches crying rivers. Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
Our ocean feeds families across Liberia, but plastic, oil, and waste are destroying marine life. Dead fish, dirty beaches, damaged livelihoods. Keep our beaches clean. Protect our ocean for future generations. Healthy ocean, healthy nation. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
Drink it good everywhere. Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
One plastic bottle can stay in the environment for hundreds of years. Plastic clog drainage pollutes beaches and harm animals. Please don't throw plastic on the ground. Reduce plastic use. Reuse what you can. Dispose responsibly. Say no to plastic pollution. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
If we don't act now.
Okay, we are back, and let's see if we could get. We've been told that our microphone has issue. Let's see if we can sort out that quickly. The microphone needs to be checked. Let's see what we can do here. So that our microphone has. Okay. So now we are shortly opening the lines so that you call in and make your contribution. We are talking waste management. How can we solve this issue? So call now and make your points. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are numbers to call. 0778-665-073 and 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. Let's talk about the waste management in our country, what needs to be done, what penalty should be levied against people who violate. Let's get to the line and talk to this person. Hello?
Hello,
Good evening, sir. Your name and join us from where?
I'm Nicholas Appleton, from Tungo.
Okay, Mr. Appleton, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm concerned. Thank you so much for the program. So much interesting for the program. I had people similar as well around the world to sustain proper state for them to manage.
You are going too low. Please be audible.
I say I'm interested into the conversation to see how best we protect our environment, to see how best we protect our environment because our environment is getting so bad. That's why having Ghana and so the current system in Ghana was so terrible.
Yeah.
So all things to see that people still take the damage people to drainage. Intentionally put it down into the street. Here our rivers are nothing. Our rivers are nothing at all. So I don't know, then we should find out with people all the way up the schools, and then we should go to stakeholders to start. Now you check on the street around the church, the whole place got it up and down. Not because the situation that's what things stop. But there's not what you are building also what. So I just want to support and to avoid that the program is good. If all of these voices from their radio station have that so thank you so much for
Thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate your participation and we look forward to collaborating because we have the same vision in terms of getting Liberia clean and green, so we can collaborate. I can be found here at Love FM on 10th Street. In front of time, we can have to exchange notes and see how best we can collaborate.
I just want to, so I can come forward maybe tomorrow or next week. Yeah, that I can share some documents.
Sure, certainly.
Well, okay, I will come forward to that.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, we can collaborate. Let's get to do this thing. It's not about one man's business. It's about all of us putting the ideas together and making things work so that we have a clean and green Liberia. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073. Our numbers to call. Let's talk about this. How our environment is, the waste management of our country, what needs to be done, what measures need to be put in place to curtail the kind of disposal of our wastes. Yeah, we learned that MCC, in collaboration with CBEs, being assigned to districts, but these people, quote unquote, let's be real, they are not visible. So they need to be proactive. That's why they need to take siege of information dissemination, publicity. This thing is not just, put your hands between your legs and we think that it will work. No. We need to reach out. We need to collaborate. The CDEs, you need to reach out to media institutions. Like what we did. In collaboration with Love FM, Voices for a Green Liberia, VGM Media, has this program here that gave voices to community, to the nation, to speak about the ills in our environmental cycle, point out those ills, make recommendations so that the relevant authorities can see reason in being proactive. We have created jingles, like you listen to some of our jingles. From the little micro resources that we have. These institutions do have budgetary allotments to provide information to our people, create jingles, flyers, and all those things. We do not have. But our little micro resources, we place it behind these things so that our people get to be educated and know how to dispose their wastes. Support us. Give us the helping hands. Let's get to the line and talk to this person. Hello?
Hello.
Please be audible. Your name and join us from where?
This is Josiah calling you from East Harlem.
Josiah, let's hear you.
Okay, thank you for the program. You see, we set it up and then you conclude also was done to your power, which is not bad. The problem about the law in the country, the law is not bad. But the lawmaker is telling the lawmaker and the lawbreaker. You see, even if traffic, the policeman do your work, somebody call about police method, so they will be there now for their own sake. So we know that somebody will say free your person. So anything you do there, it will really allow you to carry on the violation. So they feel out all of the things that you need. So there is not bad, all people will feel the exceptional to it. They will try and get into it intentionally. But then nobody will talk. So you want to talk, you say, like, you know, I represented Sunday, I represented the. So I did not human being. I did not want to go by the law.
My brother, which one of the Peace Island are you talking about? The one right in Congo Town? I mean, let me ask the question. What are you guys doing? The entrance to your Peace Island there, have you seen the garbage that is part of there?
Well, there is no area for to I don't want to tell about the show for the people to put the deck and for the truck to come for it. The truck coming for the deck. And
how long has that been? Because it has created a mountain down there.
So, at times it come once in a while, it just come as their own truck, they don't come in there like they pay our responsibility to be coming. They choose for everybody to put deck there and then they come for it to carry it. And they come for it, if you will not keep it in your home, they will be occupying the room is back.
So I guess there are CDEs that are assigned in that area to collect the waste from the various homes. The money that they are collecting, what are they doing about that money, the funds, to dispose the waste properly and get all of what you guys put out there? Because it is so bad. It shows some level of irresponsibility. Sorry if the word is harsh. To the people who live out there.
Yeah, but that's a fact. Well, that's not good, so that's a fact. What we really do, we all find if you are saying the truth. The local government will, Mr. Laha, he tried also, but you know, you can get me to think that you're not even supposed to do, get, you know, for good news. Because there are some of the things you make you do that you're not part of your work. Maybe the next the commissioner they make a come so that will group they will collect the debt and but by when are the top supposed to come. Anyway, they won't work together by a lot by it's not work to also. But we try to pass over there. But we know they are human. When the men come on high, people will start into attack you do things, you hold back to the human mouth too also.
This year we own your and don't forget it.
Very good. You see, these are some of the reasons. When you try to pass over and then you cannot do all. Other people want to start and something with the right thing. I tell you, sir, because sometimes we talk about election coming, there are some implementation is supposed to carry on to solve the issues. They will think about the coming election, and then you will hold back. If you don't want to lose the election, you want to be there. These are some of the problems.
Okay, my brother, thank you. We appreciate you. What's your recommendation?
The law should be the law. Everybody should be back. I mean, especially the law, especially the lawmaker, it should be the one to please go by the law. The law is not, we don't have traffic. The law is not bad, but the implementation, they are the one who can start the violation. So let them have the common people to the start doing their thing. So the guy there, the law there, effect, immediate effect on them, the common people. But the busy people, they are the ones who cause all the problems. Seriously. So let us see that, everybody that all know the law was made to protect all or nothing is there. And then go by the law. That's my recommendation. The big group, the staff, our dealers, they will be able to go by the law, please. I'm appealing to them. They should go by the law. Even the drug people we're talking, there are a lot of things you highlighted. The drug we're talking, let them be the one now to be coming on with how we
Okay, my brother. We're talking environmental issues. Yeah. Thank you so much. We appreciate your participation. You don't bring your drugs, Benny. We're talking for environment. Yeah. So let's get a few calls. One or two don't call it a day. Time is fast spent. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are numbers to call. We are looking at waste management. How can we properly dispose our waste? And he made it right. He said areas that have been designated by the city government, They don't take it as a priority. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Your name and join us from where?
What be going on? I'm calling for Jamaica Road Junction.
Let's hear you, my brother.
Okay, but thank you for the talking point, which I'm very much interested in. But if we want to do this, as we are saying, to have our city clean as a city government, should people put in more time and more security measure, because we should first start with the street. We get people clean the drainage, they put the trash on the side. But as soon as they leave, the people again bring the trash right back into the drainages. So I think what government or the city or government could do is that the city police have a patrol team. When you clean these drainages, the street, the people patrol the area to monitor it day and night. Then after that, we can start going into the community, and then firstly, let government be able to identify, I don't know what it is, but also identify where we can throw our garage. Then we have that place identified, and then we clean the street, we have the logistics to take these guys and carry immediately and dump them. Then now we can go into the community and start to educate the people how to control their garages. And then, of course, penalty and hard measure be put in place will be able to graduate from the states we are. But if we don't, we get these people, they will come and claim us. And just I'm thinking, decide how to manage to do some of these things, but it's hard. Even in our communities that we live, you try to clear on one side, they put the devil in the area, they kind of put in your yard. So, two, the government should be able to empower the community chairman. How they give them some empowerment that will be able to help the government to monitor the community people, because they know the people, they know to talk to the people, they know to convey the people, that will be able to get them, get together, clean the community, put the debt somewhere, then the central government be able to transport it to the transport site. Once they will be able to do that, we always just talk, we talk. We need to put practical work, things to work. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Umberto. You said it all. Thank you so much. We appreciate your participation. Just a call or two, then we'll call it a day on today's edition of the program, the Environmental Hour here on Love FM 105.1, in collaboration with Voices for a Green Light Be. And I'm your presenter, of course. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I'm pretty seated, awaiting your own input. It's not about me. We brought up the vision. We want all of us to join hands in running with the vision to see a clean and green Liberia. Yes. They took my politics thing here. At the end of the day, we are losing out on a lot of things. Yes. Our streets are polluted. See, just the other day, below the entire Bushra Island there was engulfed into water until the movement of people was ceased. You cannot have the safe passage of vehicles to access Central Town because the serious flooding situation. And it derived from people building the waterways, people blocking the drainages. Oh yes, we are our own problems. And this thing about, people going with impunity, they are our people, and before we lose votes, and this one, come to think about it. The people themselves that you are afraid, say, before you lose them, they know very well their lives are at risk with the bad practices. So when you take on, as a leadership, you take on the matter of authority, implement. The first thing before you get on implementation, you must do education. Get on rigorous sensitization. The effect of poor waste disposal, poor waste management. Make the people to know that when you poorly dispose your waste, what are the effects? Make the people to understand that when you go and start doing same money, right, what will be the effect? Let them get to know the effects of their own actions. Then when they are educated, the next thing you start with implementation, create an enabling environment. Now we understand that the cities are challenged. The Morelos City Corporation, the Pittsville City Corporation, all the corporations, they are challenged in terms of where to take the waste. Winston, that is designated, have laid its lifespan. It was created for 5 years. Now we have gone decades. It's about time that the government be proactive. We have lots of land. Let us do the construction as speedy as we can, so that now that you have CBEs, the community-based enterprises, the community-based enterprises will go and collect the waste from the various homes. The SM and the SMEs, CBEs, all of that, they will go to the various homes, collect the wastes, and carry it to a designated holding center. And that's where the PCC or the MCC will go and collect that waste that is being disposed there by the CBEs and take it to the landfill. That's the channel. But think about it. It will take weeks, months before the waste that has been collected from the various communities and brought to that designated site, that holding center, before it be removed. It will take weeks, sometimes months, and you have people spreading all of the garbage and things around the place. Folks, it's about our own health. It's about our livelihood. Let us start politicizing this thing. Let us invest in this whole issue that has to do with our environment. Provide the education. That's why Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, was birthed to provide education, to provide advocacy on environmental issues. In some of our works, we also collaborate with communities, working with the young and the elderly to carry on cleanup exercises. We've worked with the 12 Houses Black Sea community. Twice now we've done that. By the special grace of God, the little nuclear resources we have, and through the donation of other friends, personal friends, we have successfully carried on our campaign. And we're looking forward to extend to other communities, to other districts, to other counties. We can do this together. So you can find us on Facebook, Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media. We are also on TikTok. We also have our YouTube channel. We go out doing videos, we create messages and place it on our pages. I am the founder and executive director of Voices for a Green Liberia. I have birthed this vision. It's on all of us to run with the vision through our volunteerism. All right? And this institution is fully registered with the government of Liberia. We have our certificate from the business registry and that of NRA, and we're looking forward to get our permits from the 2 cities. So wherever you are, this is how we conclude. And before we conclude, we want to leave you with this message. Waste is only waste when we fail to manage it properly. What we call garbage today could become a resource tomorrow. Let us change our habit, protect our communities, and work together for a cleaner, healthier, and greener Liberia. I lead and others follow. First among equals. Of course, I'm destined for greatness. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. In today's edition of the program, we focus on waste management. Do have you and yours a pleasant and godly day. We are here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 5 to 6 o'clock, right here on Love FM, and we simulcast on Love TV and Voices for a Green Liberia on Facebook. Have yourselves a wonderful and God bless day. Follow the rest of our broadcasts.
Voices for a Green Liberia!